This is the arena. This is where the game is won. But if the game is to be won consistently, it has to begin with good defense, because defense is the heart of the game. Defense sets the tempo. Aggressiveness denies the opponent his opportunity to score or to move freely on the floor. When this is done on a consistent basis, your team's a winner.
After a brief outline of defensive techniques demonstrated with these game action sequences, we'll show specific defensive plays and skills on the practice floor. Strong defense begins when you deny the man with the ball his penetration to score and break up his offensive play. Here, switching denies penetration and shuts off the open shot. Defense, therefore, is more than one-on-one. Defense is aggressive, alert team play that shuts down the offense, as with this switch, and then switch back. Defense begins the instant your offense stops. Immediately, you must locate the ball, match up opponents, pursue the man with the ball, and convert that attack into quick offensive opportunities. Team defense requires pursuit as a team. Opponents in good scoring position must be double-teamed. Here the guard attacks the post man. Teammates rotate to cover the open man and force a turnover. When attempts to double-team momentarily leave an opponent open, weak side players quickly rotate to pressure the shooter. To win, you can permit an opponent only one shot at the basket. You must block out to get the rebound. Aggressive defense sparks your explosive offense. You force opponents off balance, disrupt offensive drives, chase loose balls, and convert your defense into a quick score. Anticipating your opponent's moves and passes triggers a steal and another score. Good defense requires the courage to take the charge. Skillful positioning of the offensive player's drive, then holding position until contact is made, is a valuable play. In this play, to deny the post man the ball, the defender plays between the center and the ball. If any post player receives the ball, the perimeter defenders must drop back and force the postman to pass the ball back out. Another responsibility of the big player is to block shots in the basket area. When blocking shots, it's very important to keep the ball inbounds so your team can recover possession and start an offensive drive. We will now discuss individual and team skills needed for aggressive defensive basketball. Basketball practice should begin with a careful stretching program. Players need to stretch their muscles to reduce injuries and to increase muscular flexibility. Flexibility increases quickness and power and sharpens the player's reflexes. One-on-one. The first fundamental of defensive practice is the defender's ability to stop his opponent one-on-one. Every player must master this ability. Basic defensive stance starts with proper positioning of the feet. To keep up with the opponent, you shuffle your feet like a boxer and never cross your feet. If the opponent gains an advantage, you turn and run with him until you stop his move and follow again with the boxer-style foot moves. Overplaying the ball side receiver. To shut down the opponent's offense, you must deny receivers the ball. Extending your foot to the ball side of play permits an aggressive position with vision of your man and the ball. As the ball moves away, you must open your stance to keep your vision of the ball. Pressuring the man with the ball. When you pressure the man with the ball, anticipate and overplay his pass. You can create an easy scoring opportunity. Defense against the backdoor cut. While applying pressure, you must prevent your opponent's backdoor cut. In both plays, the defender face guards his opponent and looks over his shoulder to see the pass. Jump switch. Intense guard defense demands quick jump switching to deny advancement of the ball and disrupt the opponent's offense. On diagonal switching, the original defender plays into the passing lane when he switches to cover the open man. Show and recover. Show and recover is a strong tactic when switching is not advisable, as with a small man against a big man, guard against forward, guard against center. For show and recover to work, the man defending the screener must step out hard and directly into the path of the opponent, then quickly recover to his man. You can show and recover off a pass or a dribble. If the guard is dribbling off the forward, the defender must step out and slow down that guard, then recover to his own man. Rub off and pin down on baseline. To defend against a player rubbing off a screen, you have to get over the screen. On the baseline screen, the defender against the screener must open up and give the guard room to cut through. Opening the space permits the guard immediate access to his man. The forward must then front his man inside. Rub off from side position. When your opponents try the rub off on the side court, you must force the cutter to the baseline. The center can give momentary help and recovers to pressure his man. To defend against the rub-off cutter, take position on the ball side and force your opponent to the baseline, where he will be stopped by the defensive center who has let his teammate through. Defending against the guard rub-off. Guards defending against the rub-off must get through the screen, preferably on the ball side. The forwards must open up on the screener, then front the man inside. The guard gets over the screen, and the defensive center must back off to help him defend against the back cut. As the forward passes to the center and screens, the defender opens up to give the guard room to cut to his man. The forward presses hard to deny his man the post-up position. Defending against the post split. In a game, our objective is to deny the entry pass to the postman. But here, for demonstration, we've allowed the center to receive ball. The defender against the passer then drops back and anticipates the cut and split off the post. When that split is made, the two defenders drop to the point of the screen and then switch players to prevent a jump shot by either opponent. Backdoor defense. In an earlier backdoor play, we showed the defender face guarding his opponent. Now the player opens up to the ball, but the result is the same. The backdoor cutter is denied the pass, and with the second cutter around, the defender maintains his vision of the ball all the way through and cuts into the passing lane for a steal. You can switch on the baseline as well as the backcourt, but as soon as the shot is in the air, each player must maintain contact with his opponent and block his path to the offensive board. You must maintain that contact until you observe the direction of the rebound and then thrust hard to secure the rebound and make the outlet pass that initiates a fast break. Five-man defense moving relative to the position of the ball. Successful team defense puts constant pressure on the ball and the position of the ball. When you are playing the man with the ball, you must put constant pressure on him. Everybody else attempts to shut down any passes and to intensify the pressure against the man with the ball. This requires all five defenders to move every time the ball is passed. Transition defense. Defense starts the instant you lose the ball. Whether you lose the ball by a turnover or your team's scoring, you start defense immediately. Find and pursue your man. Keep sight of the ball. Establish position between your man and the ball, and if your man is the receiver, constantly pressure him and try to control his moves. All 5 defenders must keep sight of the ball while applying pressure on the advance of the ball into the forecourt. Defending against the fast break, 3-on-2. No matter how well you play defense, you will occasionally get caught in a 3-on-2 fast break. The first defender forces the dribbler to give up the ball. The second defender covers the receiver, and the first defender plays the passing lane between the 2 opponents. 2-on-1 defense. In 2-on-1, pressure the opponent to give up the ball, then establish position against the receiver. To get a charge, you must be stationary with both feet on the floor. Rotation defense. Your aggressive attempts to deny reception of the ball may open up other opponents. Teammates must then rotate to pick up the open man. The weak side defensive player, who is farthest from the ball, initiates this movement as teammates rotate to cover open men. Diagonal switching by 2 guards. Here the guards switch diagonally when the weak side forward has moved in aggressively, shut down the play, then recovered to his own man. Interior defenders have closed the gap, the guards have switched, and everybody has recovered to his own man. Trapping. Sometimes defensive strategy will call for a planned trap. Trapping is a signaled defense. To trap an opponent, 2 players must use their arms, body positions, and boundary lines to freeze up the opponent's moves and the ball. In this sideline trap, the forward coming up to trap increases pressure and tries to deny the sideline pass. If the pass gets out, the center and forward create a right-angle trap on the baseline. Rotation defense brings the weak side forward over to cover the postman, and as the ball is reversed, each player recovers his own man. Trapping can shatter an opponent's attempts to run a set offense. Aggressive defense helps you to win because through aggressive defensive actions, you can stop your opponent's scoring, break up key plays, control rebounds, and dictate the pace of the game. If your defense prevents the opponent from scoring, you will win consistently. From 1-on-1 pursuit to 5-on-5 team defense with good position, quick movement, anticipation of passes, blocking out and rebounding, you can deny drives to the basket, shut down passes, close off scoring opportunities, and force your opponents into turnovers that give you fast scoring opportunities. With consistent practice of defensive skills and concentration by all team members to play team defense, you create the team unity and strength that turns you into a winning basketball team.